Eject. Hi guys, welcome to my channel, or welcome back to my channel. It is Debbie, and today we are going to be doing something a little bit different. I wanted to try kind of like almost like get ready with me, kind of doing my makeup kind of style, which is inspired by Bailey Sarian, which she does her makeup while she talks about true crime. And I thought maybe I'll try, I don't know, doing my makeup while I talk about both some legal stuff. I don't know. Let me know what you think about it. I'm just trying it out. If you hate it, I'll try something else. So yeah, be honest. If you don't like it, especially for any watchers out there that are male, that are probably just like, no, that's fine. Just let me know your honest thoughts. If you hate it, I won't do it again. Just trying it out. So yeah, I hope everyone's been out there, has been doing well. I'm working like crazy, not to be giving excuses or anything, but yeah, I'm working for 4 lawyers now. But I mean, it's not so bad. I work from home for most of the time, so can't really complain. I'm on like a short little staycation right now, which is nice. And I just got a new camera today. It's supposed to come on Monday, but I just got it today, so super excited to try it out. It's 4K. So let me know what you think. So yeah, new camera, and yeah, so let's talk about what's going on with Amber Heard and Johnny Depp. Oh my gosh, wow. Like, I can't believe that he lost. Like, that is just so crazy to me. Especially when one of the main things or arguments that he used for why he decided the way that he did was because, oh, she couldn't possibly be a gold digger because she just donated her whole settlement to charity. That's not something a gold digger would do. Well, turns out she didn't actually donate. So I feel like that does change things. No? Just, yeah. Not to mention, which actually not a lot of people have been really talking about, and I feel like, is the fact that Justice Nichols had a personal connection with, what's her name? Samantha whatever, which was the lawyer for Amber Heard. She actually was friends, no. She was actually mentored by the ex-wife of Justice Nichols, which in the legal world is actually quite a huge deal. Like, the relationships that you have in law are quite sacred. Like, whether it's like the paralegal with the lawyer, the legal assistant with the lawyer, the firm's partner and the associates or whatever, like, it's all quite very sacred. You have to honestly really trust each other and have each other's back and just, be ride or die for each other, basically. So if someone was, mentoring someone straight out of school, and teaching them, the ins and outs of being a lawyer, that's to me a very close relationship, right? You're teaching them basically how to be a lawyer, essentially. I'm not sure how that is not, a close relationship, or why that wasn't taken into consideration. I feel like that alone is a big enough grounds for having a mistrial, because the judge is the one that's supposed to recuse himself. He's the one that's supposed to bring it up to everyone's attention and be like, maybe I shouldn't be a part of this case just because I have a personal connection to one of the parties. And it doesn't mean that you have to have a personal connection to one of the named parties in the case. It's also a personal connection to one of the lawyers representing the party, which he did. He did not say anything. He continued to you know, be the lawyer. He should have said something and either recused himself or left it up to, you know, the other parties, like the lawyers, to decide if they wanted to, you know, try to seek another judge to preside over the case. So to me, that in itself seems like he was trying to be shady, sketchy. I don't think that's very ethical, and I'm not sure why that judge isn't being looked into for basically on those grounds alone. So yeah, it's very frustrating to see. And it's very frustrating to see that, you know, to me, it's not the British justice system, it's the British injustice system. I don't really feel like justice was served at all, like, period. I just don't see how that could really happen. And I don't know, here in Canada where I come from, like, you don't really need permission to appeal. You just go up to the higher court. Like, for example, if you start in provincial court, you go up to like the Supreme Court, and then you can take it all the way up to the Supreme Court of Appeals, in which case the decision is final. But what you do is you file a case there again. So you basically just file a case within the higher court. So it's very odd to me that you need permission to appeal. It's almost like, it's very, I don't know, it's very sketchy to me. Like, why do you need permission to appeal? It seems very much like they're just trying to protect their own, look out for their best interests. They're like, oh, there's no reasonable prospects for success. Well, how do you know that? How do you know that? Especially when the grounds that he put his decision on were basically nonsense. He was just kind of saying things like, oh, I accept her admission, basically saying that he accepts what she said, he takes her word for it, despite being confronted with evidence, including, you know, statements from police officers, you know, statements from this and that, and still, he just wants to take her word for it. So that, I mean, of course, we don't know what really happened, but that kind of makes me think, like, how, because in law, it's very much about who you know. Very much, like, with the lawyers, like, oh, I know that judge. Oh, we go golfing together. Oh. It's like an unspoken thing. It's very much about who you know. So, of course, this is all speculation, but, I mean, would it really be so far-fetched to think that, you know, because he knows Amber Heard's lawyer, that he would, you know, be a little bit more willing to rule in her favor, that maybe she has his phone number, maybe they discuss things, I don't know. I'm just speculating, I don't know that. But I mean, is it too far-fetched to think that could happen? I don't know, not really. I would not, at this point, nothing would really surprise me about this case. It's just shenanigans after shenanigans, and just people just being shitty people, to be quite frank with you. Like, I just can't even believe that someone would really, say with their whole chest, that they really just take Amber's word for it, that they just accept Amber's word for it, despite all the evidence to the contrary. It just, I don't get it. It's just like, who paid you off? Who's got dirt on you? I mean, I don't know, like, again, I don't know that, but that's the only thing that, like, it kind of made me think about, like, how else would you just make a ruling that, and there was nothing really to back up what he was saying from my point of view so much, except to say that he accepted Amber's version of events. He took her word for it. And that was part of the reason why they didn't accept the appeal, because they said, oh, he gave reasons. But the reasons were bullshit. So what? The reasons were bullshit. You're just gonna say, like, oh no, it's fine because he gave reasons. Well, of course, that's literally what he has to do. But the reasons make no sense, and they're not grounded in actual, like, evidence of what happened. So I don't know how that's accepted, but whatever. Unfortunately, it seems like that's the end of the line for Johnny in terms of being able to appeal, because they said no, he can't, like, that's it. Which is unfortunate, but I mean, if anything, I feel like maybe it will light a fire under him to, you know, keep going even harder, and especially with Amber being so cocky. but also, I guess we have to remember that the laws in the UK are so weird when it comes to defamation. It's more so the fact that was it reasonable for NGN to believe her, to think it was, you know, true when they said that, like, and I guess because of the fact that she was going off about it, that is reason enough to believe her, whatever. I don't know, I'm just kind of like over it, and I'm just so disgusted by the British justice system. Not to go a little bit off topic, but I don't know if you guys were like hearing about what was going on with Meghan and Harry. Meghan, you know, from the UK, like the princess and prince or whatever. But I watched the Oprah interview, and oh my god, like, what the hell? And I'm so disgusted for what they have had to go through, and I'm honestly not at all shocked that there is racism in the monarchy, or, I mean, obviously, just, they're the ones that, you know, had got slaves and everything, and they're have committed so many atrocities throughout time, and there's a lot of, probably even things that we don't know. There's a lot of things that we do know that they have done that are fucked up, but there's probably even more things that we don't know about that are just disgusting and just atrocities in general. So when someone says that, you know, that the British monarchy or the British justice system, British injustice system more like, is messed up, I'm inclined to believe it. Like, what? I'm team Meghan and Harry all the way, and I'm so glad that she got out of that. Like, nobody deserves to put up with that. And what people tend to forget is that when you have a toxic parent or toxic family member that you have had to distance yourself from, like, imagine how difficult that is. So why would anyone think that you're gonna put up with that from someone else's family member? You know what I mean? It almost gives you, in a way, like a kind of strength, I feel like, because if your own family has done you that dirty, you best believe you're gonna get cut off if you know, do some, you know, messed up stuff, you know? So people are like, oh, she's taking him away from his family. Well, if the family is toxic, then I'm sure is more like, either you come with me or I go, but I'm not dealing with this. And fair enough, and all the power to her. Because again, like I said, if you have experienced toxic family and having to cut off your own family or distance yourself from your own family, and of course, obviously you love them, but if they've done something so messed up to you, why wouldn't you keep that same energy with other people's family? Even though, yeah, you married the guy and that's your husband, but you don't have the same ties to his family as you did to your own. So if you were able to do that with your own family, best believe you would be willing to do that for his, like, with his family. If they step out of line, to be like, bye. So I would definitely say if it was just, you know, for just some kind of bullshit reason, then yeah, I can understand how that's not cool to separate someone from their family. But when the family is the British monarchy, I mean, I kind of see where they're coming from. I mean, look at what happened to Diana. I remember I was like a little girl when that happened, but something about that never sat right with me. And I don't know, a lot of conspiracy theorists, you know, have their theories. I don't know what I think happened, but I think there's something not right about that. there's just something not right. And I think that's what Prince Harry was worried about too. But yeah, not to go too off track, but that all ties into what I think about the British justice system and, or British whatever, British government, British everything. And I think the monarchy definitely should be abolished, for sure. Like, why? What's with all the pomp and circumstance? It's unnecessary. And just even like the legal system there in general is kind of a joke. Like, I have a girlfriend that she's a paralegal, and she tried to move to UK for a bit, and she tried to get a job as a paralegal there, and apparently like you get paid minimum wage there pretty much, or pretty close to it, for legal jobs. Even as a lawyer, you don't even really get paid that much. I think you don't need to have an undergraduate degree or anything like that, and you just need, I think it's only like 2-3 years. Definitely not more than 4, that's for sure. But it doesn't take a lot of school, and you don't get paid like that much. It's not as prestigious of a job as it is, you know, here in like the North America, which is crazy to me. So, and I think she was considering going to law school out there and like moving there to stay. But even if she did go back to school, go to law school or whatever, it still wouldn't be that good of a pay. And yeah, I don't know, she just told me horror stories about it. Like, it just is not, it's a joke, basically. They're stuck in God knows when, like the 1800s, like the wigs, for one. Don't get me started on the wigs. Those need to go. Those really need to go. What is with the wigs? Like, give me one good reason why you need to wear those stupid wigs. Like, please. Like, why? Those wigs are hideous. They just make an absolute mockery out of the court. It's just ridiculous. Like if somebody said, Debbie, you can be a lawyer tomorrow, and like in the UK, like you're gonna get an honorary law degree or whatever, I'll be like, not if I have to wear those stupid hair hats. No thanks. No thank you. Those are hideous. Like, what? Why? I feel so sorry for lawyers that have to wear that, and if you are one of them, I'm so sorry. Like, honestly, my heart goes out to you. But on the bright side, you know, I know that Amber, I know it's technically NGN, but Amber has won this battle, but she hasn't won the war. It's not over yet. So I'm really hoping for the best for Virginia, and that Johnny prevails, because he deserves it. Like, she's been dragging him through the mud. She has not provided, honestly, like any real evidence, just her statements, which keep contradicting themselves, which, I don't know, she's just like, ew, like what, who believes her at this point? And at the end of the day, like, her career, I think it's like over anyway. So whatever she thinks is gonna happen, I don't think it's gonna happen. I think she thinks she is just gonna bounce back from this. It doesn't matter what people say, but the people, like, if the people don't like you, you're fucked, basically, because the people are the ones that, you know, watch the TV shows, that go to the movies to watch you. If they don't like you and they boycott you, you don't have a career, because at the end of the day, the movie people, they're slave to what the people want. And if they don't want you, it's only a matter of time until they're like, well, every movie that you're in flops, so sorry. How many actors has that happened to now, where people just don't care? And it's nothing even as bad as what's close to as bad as what's happening here, but people either just got bored, or that actor just stopped pulling in as many, you know, views, so they stopped appearing in movies. Look at Katherine Heigl. She was on top of the world, and stories came out that she was kind of like a bitch, and she didn't work again for many years. I think she's on a show or on Netflix or something now, but for a long time she couldn't get work, and that's nothing compared to what Amber Heard's going through. And I heard like a lot of people that were saying that Amber Heard actually got fired from Aquaman. And of course, okay, I'm just gonna put this out there that this is all speculation. I don't know if this is true. Well, I guess we'll find out eventually, but this is all speculation, so take that with a grain of salt. I don't know if this is true or not, but I have a source who told me that Amber Heard didn't pass her physical exam to be an Aquaman 2, but it's not for the reasons that you might think. Again, speculation. I don't know if this is true, but apparently it's not for what people are kind of have been saying. Apparently she didn't pass her physical exam due to actually not passing a drug test. So I'm not sure if that's true, but definitely interesting if it is. I mean, apparently studios, like, they do drug testing just because, you know, you have to be insurable and things like that if they're going to invest all this money into you. And especially I could see them doing it to Amber because there have been allegations brought forth by, you know, Johnny Depp that Amber also partakes in the party. Well, actually, she admitted herself in certain points. Like, she admitted, I know, to like MDMA, Coachella, etc., etc. So, and I think she admitted to past cocaine use, like when she was a lot younger. So there has been times where she's admitted it as well. So having known that, they could have, you know, wanted to drug test her to be sure. Maybe someone ratted her out. Maybe someone saw something. I don't know. Maybe they were looking for any excuse to get rid of her. You know, who knows? And again, don't take my word for it. This is just speculation. I don't know if that's true, but definitely interesting. So I thought I would share it. I could see them wanting to drug test her. I mean, I think they do that actually. I mean, I could explain why, for example, Lindsay Lohan was never able to be insurable again, and she was never able to pass her drug test. Just saying. So, yeah. So I guess we'll find out in time if there's truth to that, if she's in it or not. I guess even if she isn't in it, we'll never really know why. Like, they're not going to come out and say, oh, she's not in it because she didn't pass the drug test. Their PR person would give, you know, some kind of very PR, whatever, explanation of why, or it's not the direction that the whatever wanted to go with, or blah, blah, blah. But, you know, although she did gain weight. Not that I'm not anyone to body shame or talk, like, who am I to talk, but she definitely did gain weight. I think she posted on her Instagram, I believe it was from a reshoot for, I think it was the Justice League. They had to do some kind of reshoots because I think originally it was filmed a long time ago. I'll try to, if I can find it, I'll try to post it in the video somewhere.
With all my sisters to form a united front as we stand shoulder to shoulder together in solidarity to not only commemorate all the work that we have done in this industry, in all industries, but also to highlight how far we have to go. I feel so proud to be among such brave, powerful, and important women as they stand up to see real change happen now. Happy 50th birthday to L'Oreal's iconic Because I'm Worth It campaign. Nothing could mean more to me as an advocate, as an activist, an actor, or woman than that tagline. And I am proud to serve as a representative of that idea, of that movement, of that momentum. We need that, especially considering where we are. I am proud to stand with a brand who represents that through and through. Happy birthday. I'm Worth It is an anthem of action. It's an anthem of our power, our importance, our value, and a reminder that it's worth fighting for.
Oh no! She can't get it! She can't get it!
And also, Amber has been getting super cocky ever since NGN won. She's making tons of public posts saying thank you. Like, she's just been going off, completely kind of gloating. I don't know, to be honest, it's good that she's getting cocky, because when people get cocky, that's when they make mistakes. That's when they slip up. So let her get cocky. She was really feeling her oats there when she came for Adam Waldman. Oh my god. And of course, Adam Waldman was posting receipts as per usual. I'm still very interested to see what happens when he has his deposition, as they say in the States, deposition. That should be interesting. Very, very, very interesting, to say the least. I don't know, what do you guys think will happen? I don't know, I feel like Adam Waldman is like a sneaky person, like a little, not in a bad way. I mean, imagine if Amber used her powers for good. I mean, she's obviously good at manipulating and, you know, kind of thinking about what people will think ahead of time, like optics, I think they say, right? She's obviously very good at optics and manipulating situations. Imagine if she could use that power for good. Who knows? Maybe she, in a different work life, could have been like a lawyer herself or something. Who knows? I just know that even whatever happens, I think it's game over for her, because word on the street is she got fired from Aquaman. Oh, and I've been seeing on YouTube ads for, you know, The Stand, the TV show she was on. They're saying that it's on Amazon Prime now. But the ad has basically all of the cast members in it. It shows them all standing there, like holding hands, whatever. Everyone except for her. Why do I feel like that was kind of intentional? Probably because the views were not so good, and then they looked into it, and they probably, it's easy to blame someone. Easier to blame someone than to blame, you know, say shitty writing, shitty directing, or whatever. So I'm sure it was easy for them to be like, oh, it must be her, let's try a different approach. Plus, I feel like Amazon Prime is where TV shows go to die. So I would not be shocked at all if they did not have a second season, because what I hear is not very good. The reviews are not good. So probably will not have a second season. I would not be shocked if there was not. Something like The Stand can completely tank. I'm sure it's gonna make them kind of take a second look at, you know, the petition for Amber Heard to not be in Aquaman 2. It's almost at 2 million, and it's easy to say like, oh, it's fake. They're not. They're just bots or something, but I don't know if that's a gamble that they're willing to take, you know? So yeah, I think I'm just going to finish up my brows, do my lips off camera, and then I'll be back with my final thoughts, because this has been going, it's taking a little while. Hello, welcome back. So keep the morale high. Yeah, and let me know what you think of this style of video. It's definitely going to be a lot more work editing wise, but I don't know, I just wanted to try something different, you know? I'm sure everyone's getting sick of like the same background videos over and over, and when it comes to sitting down and talking, I don't know, I just never know what to do with like my hands. So I figured I love makeup, I love the law, try to mix it up. Who knows? If you're a dude and you absolutely hated it, let me know, because I don't want to alienate my male viewers. If that is alienating, let me know and I'll think of something maybe different. I just want to keep things fresh, otherwise I get bored. And let me know what you think of the new camera as well. It's 4K. I'm so excited. I feel like I need to upgrade and, you know, just have something to motivate me to start filming more. I was thinking maybe I'll try some vlogs. Yeah, vlog kind of like a work day. I don't know, because I don't think I can really talk very much about what I do, because I technically work for the government, kind of. So I don't think I can do that, but I can kind of maybe try. Oh, and I had an idea, if anyone's interested, if there's like kind of like questions that you have about the law, to make a series where like I answer questions. I cannot give legal advice, but I can maybe try to help you, guide you in the right direction, or I don't know, just some kind of just questions in general. My email is down in the description box. It's debbiedoobs, just like my name, @gmail.com. Send me, you know, your questions or anything like that. Who knows, if enough people email me, maybe I can try to make a series about that, if that's something that you're interested in. But again, I cannot give legal advice, but I could maybe point you in the right direction. Yeah, so yeah, hope everyone's doing well. And yeah, hope to see you again very soon. Bye.